There is one biggest problem in Australian immigration, especially subclasses. Immigrants are so much confused in subclasses and especially age limit that they are eligible for Australian visa for any category or not. I will remove these confusions, but in this clip I will talk regarding age limit more, but some subclasses I will mention and remaining subclasses I will explain in my next other clips. But this is going to very important. At least you will know that you are eligible for which category, and are you eligible for Australian visa, are you not eligible for Australian visa. Because when you will go to the consultants or you will apply yourself, you will prepare your all documents and you will fulfill all requirements, and later on one answer will be given for this subclass. Specifically, you are not eligible because you crossed that age. Therefore, still I will tell you some aged people still eligible to get many categories of Australian visas. So in this clip, I think you will see again and better you save anywhere, because when you will apply for Australian visas, at least age limit factor you will be expert, and you will know that for which category you have more chances to get the success in Australian immigration. I will start from subclass 189, independent work visa. Independent mean you are not applying for any province nomination. It is skilled independent work permit, mean almost open work permit, you can say. Normally Canada gave open work permit, but Australia in 189 gives the independent skilled work visa. There is a requirement, and requirement of age is 45 years. And still if you are at 45 age, still you are eligible to apply for skilled independent visa, subclass 189. Go back to another subclass 190 subclass. It's a province nominated skilled work visa, in which when you apply for specific province programs are called P&P programs, and in Canada, in Australia also province nominated programs are present, and by which you can enter Australia and you can work without employer sponsor. This is important. In both 189 and 190 you don't need employer sponsorship. Similarly, 191 also related with this one, because they are just able to distinguish between the territories, that for example rural territories or the urban territories of the different provinces. So these are the packages that 45 age is required for subclass 189, 190 and 191. Skilled independent work visa and skilled nominated work visa. 190, 191, little a bit differentiation, that one require province and one require area wise. Sometime in some countries, I can give you example of Canada, sometime Canada gives bulk of visas in a rural area of any province. So this will be nominated as 191 if that is in Australia. Recently, Australia required farmers, and they told in their websites, and you know that. I explained. Go back to another visa, 482 subclass. This is amazing subclass. I think a popular class for skilled worker visa, 482. This class has positivity as well as the negativity. Positivity in the sense, when you are going for subclass 482 to the Australia, you need to get job offer from employer. This is employer sponsorship. This is a negativity, means that you must have at least a job offer from Australia. If you are overseas individual or you are in Australia, you are going for 482 subclass, you must have job offer from employer. If you will not have job offer, you will not be eligible for subclass 482. You will say, so this is a huge problem. You are talking, this is a popular. Yes, this is a popular. I will tell now. Next sentence, please listen. then you will be able to understand how this is more popular throughout the world for Australian immigration. For it to subclass, no age is required. You are 55 years age, you are 60 years age, but employer is satisfied from you, and if employer is satisfied from you, employer gave you job offer, you are eligible for 482 subclass. Now you will be thinking, sir, negativity is more, because how we will get the job offer from Australia? Yes, it's very difficult, I can understand, but one thing I will say, if you are over 45, is there any way to go to Australia? You have no any other way. You have no your spouse in Australia. You will not become student in old age. So what you will do, you will go for 482. But if any employer offer you, this is the condition definitely when you are going beyond the circle, almost after 45 years, you want to work in Australia. Australia never think that you will not be able to work if employer is satisfied. And remember, employees are very genuine. Don't try to give them money, and don't try to convince them that we will purchase your work permit. They are very genuine and they conduct a specific interview. And yes, if you have some, but you are not going to develop some unique skills in your personality which are successful in the country where you are going. I was talking to Portugal immigrants, why you are jobless in Portugal? Why you did not plan, research, investigate before departure to Portugal? Before departure to Portugal, because there were some jobs which I mentioned here will be those extra conversations, because we are not talking about Portugal. Australia is a topic here. So 482 subclass, employer sponsorship visa. You need a job offer, but without age. So this is the major question due to which I am recording this clip. Sir, any way by which we are over age, we are above 50 years, we are above 55 years, still we can go on work visa? Yes, 482 subclass. If you have some unique skills, if you have some specific skills which are required in Australian employer, and it happened, if you have experience of IT, experience of any labor shortages there, last year farmers were required, agriculture professionals were required, IT professionals were required, healthcare professionals were required. If you think that you have some specific skill which are required in Australia, definitely you are eligible for 482 subclass. Now go back to the student visa. Astonishable. This is really remarkable for me. There is no age limit for students. Little a bit consultants will say that you will have 50 years age, you will not get visa. That's something else. That definitely they will prefer young people. But they did not say anywhere that that's age limit. You are 50 years, you can study. They are not stopping to study in Australia, but you will not get visa. I can understand you are talking. Consultants will say to me, sir, it's very difficult. Yes, of course, but there is no in their laws that you can study there. But they want justification, as you were talking about, that they want genuine students. That's why the students who are young, who have no study gap, and who have no continuation of the study, they have no gap, and they are getting admission in any Australian universities and colleges. They have brilliant chance to get the Australian student visa if they will present themselves in a better way in statement of purpose. They will get almost 100% chance. I say one word, if you are able to justify that you are genuine student, no immigration officer in the world will refuse your student visa. This is you do the mistake and you refuse your visa yourself because you are not able to explain. In your statement of the purpose, you say that I want to stay in Australia, I want to work in Australia, and you also say that I have no research of my upcoming university education, they always psychologically assess you that you did not have research of your upcoming education in Australia, and you have no previous research. You have no research when you will finish your education, what you will do in your home country. Definitely they understand he is using student visa as a tool to enter Australia. That's why they do not give you visa, and they put restrictions on you. Otherwise, in their law, age limit, no, never. If you are inside Australia and you want to study, go and study even you are 60 years age. Overseas students, the visa refuse. That you are not genuine, because after 20 years of education, now you want to study, why not earlier? That's why consultants say, I myself was the member of many Australian colleges. They are not giving admission now for Asian countries, but they will start very soon due to some, Australian immigration department is filtering some colleges. But I will say one thing, genuine students with 1-2 year gap, and if there is no gap, if there is a gap, 3-4 year experience is good of genuine company, that's fine. Otherwise, the regular students with regular status of education without any gap, 100% chance. Don't waste the money of your parents. Don't waste the money of you, and don't waste the money, waste the time of the consultants as well, because Australian Immigration Department will not give you visa if you have 5 to 10 years gap. Yes, if you have effective statement of the purpose and you can justify the 10 years what you did, and that's the way. That's not the 2-page SOP which you write. It's almost 15-year full thesis with graphical presentation and with true story that I will be suitable to this university course, and I will come back to my home country, and these are the companies which may offer me job in $8, and I can earn money as well, and I can serve my community. So age limit is not required for student. Now another way, sir, I want to work, I want to go to Australia, but I have age 55 years, over 45, I am not eligible for 189, I am not eligible for 190, 191, and I will not go for 482 because I have no sponsorship of employer, and I don't want to work in Australia as well. I just want to go and etc. etc. Yes, if you have spouse, that's the way. If you have genuine spouse, you have partner in Australia, she can call you, and that's no age required. And that's not Australian rule, that's a rule throughout the world, that if you have spouse, then you can invite your spouse without age restriction. Another visa in which age restriction is not required, and I'm also astonished why 2 visas, student visas and this visa which I am talking about, age restrictions are very less. Even 55 years, age restriction means 55 years is still there, but still 55 years is a huge age, that if you are doing business in Australia, you are going to start your business and investment, your age restriction goes to 55 to 60 years, and this is not the end of the road. There are some compensation package that if you can show your financial scenario, definitely each country want money to come in. And if you will tell that, yes, I can do business even I am over 60, they can rethink their laws. 45 years, 190, 189, still this is not end of the road. For some professional people, they can rethink. This is written in their website. And another thing, investor. If you are going to invest in Australia, you are not welcome in Australia only. I'm talking to you. You are welcome throughout the world. Because you are a rich man and you want to purchase anything in their country, and you have legal money and you have legal reasons that you can invest and you can earn, and you are investor, or you are digital nomad and you are earning in dollars from other countries, there is no requirement of age, and still you are able to go to Australia. So some subclasses I have mentioned. One subclass 500, which is for diploma or schooling, or for not for higher education. Still, people use in a excessive age, and I saw applications some people apply in 35 years, in 40 years, in subclass 500. Some people got visa, but I think this is ridiculous to waste your time, waste your money, and especially waste your status, because one time you will refuse your case, it will be a difficult. It's not difficult when you will justify the reasons of refusal, but still it will be a difficult to earn the visa again, because one person was refused Australian student visa. I justified the reasons with justification, and he was able to get the success. He gave answer of the interview, and he wrote a very good SOP plan under my guidance. So still, it's not impossible, but it's one thing is clear, that once your visa is refused, you cannot make your case once again. You have to restart. You cannot restart the case. You can only fight on the reasons. And unfortunately, if immigration officer found some reasons which are irreversible, mean that even you can justify. For example, if he says that your financial documents are not good, he says your educational plan is worst, you did not make educational plan definitely, even you will make a good plan now. He will say earlier your stories were different, now your stories are different, because they want true person in their country. Genuine and true people are welcome elsewhere in the world, in new immigration world. Thank you very much for listening.